Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 3 of HRD 631. I hope everybody is at home, wherever you might be. I know we have a diverse class, but for those that are living along the East Coast, anywhere from Washington, D.C., up through Maine, you know that we are in the middle, well, not even in the middle, we're in the beginning parts of a major blizzard today. So I figured I'd get the materials out sooner this weekend rather than later. There may be some people in the class that are just hunkered down that would like to get going on the materials for this week. And that is the purpose of why I am making the materials available and sending them out early. So, to get us going, let's just plow right into the materials. As you can see, here's the introductory video, which you're watching right now. Week number 3, what I'd like you to do is read chapters 4 and 16 in our textbooks. I just put this in here because there may be a couple people in our class that are using the 3rd edition, but if you are, it's chapters 3 and 16. I'd like you to read Brookfield, What is College Really Like for Adult Students? Now, this is a somewhat older article, but I keep it in the class because I think it's really important. There's one topic in his article that I just keep on. It's a reoccurring theme with all of the classes that I teach, and that has to do with this idea of impostership. And won't get into too much detail, but it's the way I view it is that little voice in your head somehow saying that you shouldn't be in the class, or you're not smart enough to be a master's student or a doctoral student, or it's not just specific to education. I heard for many years my daughter, who's a nurse practitioner, kind of say the same things. Like, if people knew how little I know, they would be worried. But she actually knows a lot. She is a master's from Georgetown. She's been an ICU, an ER nurse, and she's kind of mid-career as a nurse practitioner. So she actually knows a lot, but she still has that, at times, view of impostership, like everybody else is smarter than her, and everybody else is you fill in the blanks. So I'd like you to take a look and read that article. I personally find it quite informative and quite important. I'd like you to watch a video about the democratic transformation of the United States. So in this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at kind of who and why people participate in adult education. I know we have some adult ed directors in our program. We have people that are involved with higher ed. You may know some of this material, but there's some important changes and there's some important information in this week that is, I feel, is important for anybody that's studying adult and higher ed to know about. I'd like you to post and respond the same way we've been doing it. Now, I did put in here, keep your postings to 100 to 150 words. You don't have to follow that. Once again, the purpose of putting a number in there is not that I mind reading 200 or 300 words. It's more like I'd like you to focus specifically on. You could do 1, 2, or 3 of each one of these. You can answer them in one paragraph. It's really when I say I'd like it on the lower side, hopefully it just helps you focus in on what you want to say and say it as succinctly as possible. So that is, as far as the nuts and the bolts go, I'll show you what's here. We have week number 3. There's a summary on each one of the chapters. We have chapter 4, focus in on adult learner. Who participates and why do they participate? Very important. And then I'd like you to read the chapter number 16 and then Brookfield article. We just talked about that. We have that. Let me go back to the materials. Learning objectives for the week. activities, all of those have been covered up above. The video that I mentioned, the electronic reserve articles, what is college like for adults, and then an advanced organizer for those that are looking ahead. They're looking over the fence and they wonder what's coming up in the next week, meaning almost a week and a half from now, because we're a little early. So that is it for the week. I hope you have a great week. Hope everybody stays in today. Don't have to drive anywhere. You stay warm, well, and safe. And if you have any questions on the materials, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm in the same boat as you today, short of maybe taking my dog out in the woods for a walk. I'm going to be at my computer. I'm going to be readily available today. If you can't see something, you're looking for some additional information, please let me know. I am here to help. Now, I did just want to mention to everybody I'm a little behind on responding, participating in the discussion forums. At the beginning of this class, I got COVID, and I'm just getting over. I didn't have it horribly, but it's run through our house and, my wife and daughter and son-in-law, and it's kind of hit our family. Fortunately, none of us had it too badly. Just some cold-like symptoms, and early on, right before the course started, I think I did have one evening that I felt feverish, but short of that, fortunately, we're all fully vaccinated with boosters, and it was not horrible. So, hope everybody's well, stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you online. Thanks, everybody, for staying with the course and being so attentive to the discussion forums. Once again, any questions, let me know.